Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the brand new EMP Bomb in Military Tycoon. Alright, so first thing we want to do, head over to the right of our screen. The main thing I want to show you guys is collecting the EMP Charges, which gets you 2,800 points. I'm going to show you guys all the locations and where you can find all these charges around the map. After we do that, we're going to test out the EMP Grenade and EMP Bomb and see if they're any good. Alright, so first thing I'm going to show you guys is the charges that are in the water. What you're trying to look for is the opening in the land that leads to the city. You're going to find a couple of charges here. We just got to one. There's 4 of these openings, so that means there's a lot of these charges to be collected. So after you collect that first one there, you have to go over, break the bridge here. Just going to take a couple of seconds, or drive under it if you have a small enough boat. And then we come over here, there's another one right there. And you can drive into these, or you can jump off your boat to collect them. It really doesn't matter. And then there's another bridge you have to break before you get into the water around the city, where you'll find a couple of those. Alright, there you see there's one right here and another one behind it. Then you have to again break the bridge. You're gonna have to break a lot of bridges to get some of these, but if you're small enough, you can just drive under them. My boat isn't small enough, it's a little too tall, but just gotta break the bridges and you'll find a couple more under here. There we go. See ones over there. You can even see a couple of those on the land. I'll get to those later. We got 2 more just from there. There's 2 of them in 3 of the sections. In the last section, you're actually going to find 3 of them in there. And we gotta break this bridge again. And there is another charge. Just gotta collect that. Over here, we see a charge is right there. Just gotta drive into it. And there we go. So that's like where most of the water ones are. They're all kind of in the map. You're not going to find them in the outside waters really. They're mainly kind of like in that center. Here's the area where you find 3 of them. There's one. Third one there, and you'd see another one behind there. These are pretty easy to collect. I mean, I'm doing this in a private server too, so it's gonna be a little harder in the public because of there's 12-minute cooldown after you collect them. So if you're kind of racing with people to collect some of these, it's gonna get a little bit annoying that you're not gonna find too many. Alright, so after you got all those, we can come through here, and the same thing as when you entered in. You have to just break the bridge. You're gonna find like 3 of them behind some of these bridges into that entrance there. You're gonna take that one right there, break this bridge right here. It'll take a couple of seconds. Gets a little bit annoying breaking all these bridges, but you know, it's what you gotta do for these. There's the second charge, and you can see the third charge is way back there. These are really easy to collect. They're in you can do this in the other 2 entrances too, into the center of the map. Really easy to get. And now I'm going to show you guys how to get all the ones that are on land. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys where all the charges are on land. You come over here near the edge next to the water, you're going to find a charge right there. If we come over here to kind of like the little center of the area there where like the little towns are, you can see next to the gas station, you're going to find another charge right there. And you're going to find another one kind of like in the city there to the left of the road. That's where you find that one. Now if you go kind of outside of this, see, you can find more like near the edges. You find a lot next to the water too. That's like a very common spot that they kind of spawn in there. But it's going to be the same for each section of those. So if you go to those same spots every time, you're going to find the same charges. Now if we go into the city, there's a lot you can find into the city. The first one, you can find one here at the dock. There's 2 docks, so there's like one right across from this you can go to and get one of those again. There's a charge right here on the road next to the building here. There's another one here next to these palm trees and the crane. And you can find another one here kind of tucked away near that like airstrip right there. If we go over here, there's another one across from the airstrip, and you guys can see that one that is kind of in between those 2 buildings. It's right there. Just gotta go drive into it. Now you're gonna see one. You're gonna see a lot that are kind of like in between all these buildings. So all you have to do is just drive into these here. Take that. Another one in between buildings. And also gonna find one near like the main streets there at the turn that's right there. And there's another one right here, right in front of the bank. And if we come up here, try to avoid some of those enemy tanks too. You find one right there next to these palm trees and that little rocket there. There are none behind the bank, which sucks a little. But they're the last one here. Other than the one on the dock, you'll find this one right next to this building that's near the bridge. And that's really most of them that you're gonna find here. Then this last one I'm gonna get. These are kind of the main ones you're gonna find in the city. You just have to keep getting these consistently. And after a while, you're gonna have enough for the EMP grenade and bomb. Alright, so as you guys can see, we can now claim the EMP bomb here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I already claimed the EMP grenade. Let's claim that, and there we go, guys. Got the portable EMP. Let's go try it out and see if it's any good. Alright, first thing we're going to try here is the EMP bomb. It was the grand prize for this week's special item. This one you have to plant down, and it'll take a few seconds to charge up. Something like that. Yeah, it has to charge. And that lightning bolt means it's still charging. Once it goes away and a vehicle is in a certain radius, it'll kind of blow up and stun that vehicle and make it a lot slower. As you guys can see, it's kind of got like little lightning bolts around it and it's going slower. Overall, it's not really as good as the grenade though, as the grenade makes it completely unable to move and unable to shoot. But again, it is a little harder to aim while you can just plant the EMP bomb. I still prefer the EMP grenade because you guys can see right there, the vehicle is unable to move, can't even shoot. That will give you a huge advantage over your opponents who won't even be able to use their vehicle for, I believe it was 20 seconds to stun last, If you guys found this video helpful, please make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.